Hello, this is Peter Ward and welcome to GPX Magic. There's been a bit of discussion about how to handle out and back roads because it's quite well known that Magic roads are not very happy with trying to ride back on the same road, and there can be some discrepancies in the elevation. Here's a quick walkthrough of an example. As you can see, I've got a few out and back sections on this route. I'm going to zoom in to the start of an outward leg and drop the marker there so the orange and purple cones are at the same place. Now I'm going to move the current marker, the orange cone, along to this roundabout at the end of the outward leg, and I'm going to have to zoom in a bit closer just to pick the right point on the roundabout. I reckon that's pretty much the outward leg. Now I'm going to go across to the nudge tab. I'm going to move that entire road section to the left because in the UK that's where we ride. Now I'm going to clear the marker and you can have a look back, and yeah, we've moved that out slightly, but let's do something with the return leg. So again, drop the marker at the start of the return leg and move the orange cone down to the beginning of the overlap, and it's not quite clear exactly which of these points I should use. Let's just see what effect the nudge has there. I think I'll go 1 or 2 points further on because I can always tidy up that bend later. So let's just hop forward and nudge that to the left. And maximum nudge here is 5 meters, so I'm doing 4 meters each side. That's about the right kind of gap. You can see though that the elevations aren't the same, which is amazing because this came straight out of a route planner. Perhaps it's not that amazing. If you use route planners, you'll know they're not good at elevation. Anyway, let's drop the marker again on our outward leg, and I'm just going to do this very quickly as an example. Move the orange cone along a little bit. I'm not going to move all of that outward section, but I'm going to raise it up just by a couple of meters, which I think addresses the main difference. You could spend a lot of time on that if you want to get the elevations exactly right, or you could use Dan Connolly's excellent out and back code, by the way. Quick eyeball of that, and I'm fairly happy that those two legs are separated. Now I'm going to move back to the turnaround, and of course the normal tools will work here. It's not quite clear obviously what to do with that. I could nudge the points individually, I could use the bend smoother. I'm just going to enlarge the radius a little bit there, get a bit of clarity, delete a few track points that look like they're in the way, apply the bend smoother, and just kind of finesse that entry point there with a slight nudge to the left. But obviously it depends on what you want to achieve at that point. Now that is nudge for out and back roads, and thank you very much for your time, and thank you for using GPX Magic.